That's 16 billion out of 22 billion.
Yung beneficiaries.
Saan dito? We have a data on such implemented projects, such as in health, where a total of 2 million residents receive free medicines. Just to give an example, almost 7 million receive various health services. For education, almost 1.5 million receive educational assistance, 1,500 classrooms constructed, and for infrastructure, about 6,400 meters of roads were either constructed or renovated, and about 1,300 water systems were installed. So that's about 16 billion, Your Honor, Mr. President.
I'm glad, Mr. President, that the gentleman from San Juan has a clear and important information that he can share with us, the number of units na pinoproduce at na ibibigay at na ipapadala sa ating mga komunidad. Because, Mr. President, the total allocation for SDMP should be equivalent to 1.5% of mining operators' annual operating costs. Now, Mr. President, how does the DENR ensure that this percentage, ito naman yung tingnan natin, if they have the capacity to look into this, na itong percentage na to accurately reflects the actual costs of the program under SDMP. Kasi may mga naririnig din po tayo na ugong-ugong. Hindi ho natin sinasabing totoo ito o hindi, pero we wanted to be ensured, Mr. President, especially if we are to pass this measure, meron po bang mekanismo ang DENR to check, masiguro, na yung pong percentage ay accurate, na nire-reflect nito yung actual cost of the program under the SDMP.
Your Honor, Mr. President, with regards to SDMP projects, it's the mining firms with a sworn statement, they are submitting these reports, but which is being monitored by the MGB in the regional office of the MGB, Your Honor, Mr. President.
So are we dependent on what the company is submitting, Mr. President? Because I think it's not too proactive, Mr. President, if we will just depend on the submission of the different mining companies. And perhaps, Mr. President, a good question would be if DENR would conduct an audit of the programs being implemented, Mr. President.
Your Honor, with the financial statements that they submit to the BIR, that's where you can already pinpoint or check how much they have been spending for the SDMP projects, Your Honor, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. President, thank you. We hope to look into the system that they are following, Mr. President, because alam din naman natin, yung sinasubmit nila sa BIR, alam na natin, hashtag alam na. So we have to be proactive, Mr. President. We cannot just allow these companies to just do their thing and automatic believe na tayo na yan ang po talaga. No? So, Mr. President, I'll go to another point with regard to this particular issue of the SDMP design. Mr. President, according to a study of, this is a study by Bantay Kita, there are lapses in the SDMP design, which affects the efficacy of these programs to host and neighboring communities. Mr. President, this include number one, insufficient assurance of proper consultation with host communities during SDMP formulation. Number two, inadequate identification of stakeholders to ensure inclusion of indigenous groups and mining critics. And number three, the absence of guidelines in properly identifying target barangay recipients. May we know, Mr. President, has the DENR reviewed the current guidelines for SDMP design, and are there any initiatives to address this particular inputs that this representation mentioned, Mr. President?
Your Honor, Mr. President, according to DNR, they have a total of 1,199 host and neighboring barangays
Consulted po yan, consulted.
who have been consulted sa paggawa po ng programa ng SMP, Your Honor, Mr. President. So 1,199 according to DNR that they consulted, Your Honor, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. I hope we can get a report probably, Mr. President, di sa huling ni-review nila tungkol dito sa guidelines for SDMP design, because I think, Mr. President, if you look at the bill in itself, it includes expenses for the development of host and neighboring communities as one of the deductions from the gross output, thus reducing po the income upon which royalties may be collected. And given this, Mr. President, we are just highlighting again, Mr. President, how important it is that our communities actually benefit from these efforts and that they are assisted to become self-reliant and sustainable communities. Mr. President, may I go to another a topic, Mr. President, which is being a priority sector of the administration. Ang mining industry po ba, Mr. President, just for the record, ay kasama po sa priority sector ng ating pamahalaan ng administrasyong ito, Mr. President?
Yes, Your Honor, according to for DOF that yes, under this administration, the mining sector is a priority sector, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ayon po dun sa bagong Create More na ipinasa natin dito sa Senado, ang priority sector ay maaaring mag-apply na magkaroon po ng 20% corporate income tax rate. Meron pong provision, meron po ba tayo, Ginoong Pangulo, na provision dito sa panukalang batas na ating pinag-uusapan na nagbabawal sa mga mining companies na mag-apply po sila sa mas mababang corporate income tax? Because I tried to look at it, Mr. President, it appears that there's none. If I'm not mistaken, I just want to put that on record, Mr. President.
Your Honor, Mr. President, it is important to note that the policy of the government, especially even in the Create and Create More, is to provide incentives. Is not to provide incentives for the extraction of non-renewable resources, which include metallic minerals. So doon po sa extraction, hindi po sila kasama, hindi sila pwedeng mag-apply for incentives. But when there is processing and manufacturing, that's the only time they can be given such incentives under Creative, Your Honor. So pag extraction, hindi po kasama.
So wala po, Ginoong Pangulo. Yung question na yung mga kumpanya na mag-a-apply sa mas mababang corporate income tax rate, wala po yun. Hindi po nakalagay dito sa panukalang batas na ating tinatalakay.
Hindi, kasi Title 13 tax law.
Wala po. But the thing is, Mr. President, I agree because I tried to look at it, wala po. No? But I think, Mr. President, no law prohibits them from applying also for more incentives, including lower income tax rate. Would you agree with me, Your Honor?
Apply for incentive?
Hindi po processing of
Only process.
pwede kasi din ng business depende sa SIP. So, sister activity invested program is priority programs. Mining is not participate pero manufacturing will be processing.
According to DOF, they are clear that it's really only as long as there is processing and manufacturing, that's the only time that they can apply for incentives, Your Honor, Mr. President. Kahit po sa Create or Create More, the latest version, extraction will not. They are very clear that they cannot apply for incentives, Your Honor, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. And what rings a bell for me right now is the word processing. Parang yun yung... And I'll go to that later on, Mr. President. Perhaps my next question would be, na-estimate na po ba ng Department of Finance kung magkano po ang effective tax rate na mangyayari kung sa ilalim po ng 20% corporate income tax mangyayari ang proposed fiscal regime na ito? Kasi hindi po ba halos walang epekto at magiging negative pa or mas mababa pa ang magiging kita ng ating pamahalaan mula sa mining kung sila po ay masasailalim dito sa 20% corporate income tax. Yun po yung gusto nating ipunto, Mr. President.